Okay.
Okay,
Good.
thank you, okay. So now we come into the body, we settle into the chair. Take a moment and close your eyes and just get the hips and legs comfortable, the back and shoulders. So we're coming to the inside. Coming to the inside and check in. So we'll check in and see anything going on with the toes, the feet, the ankles. Coming up the line to the knees, check in with knee sensation. Coming up the line to hips, to low back, to mid back, to upper back, to shoulders. To the shoulders, relaxing down and up the line. Come up the line, check in behind the eyes, behind the ears, into the jaw. So we come fully into the body. Now we have a look at the breath. So the pace of the breath, just moving along gently. Moving along gently, so feel that contrast of the inhale expansion and the exhale, the softening and letting go. That's so simple. It happens automatically without your attention. Inhale, expansion, feel it, ribs. Exhale, letting it go, soften, belly softens. So today we are working a bit more with abdominal core. So we're going to experiment with how the breath and the core are connected. So we've just noticed the inhale, expansion, and the exhale, belly softening. Let's have another couple like that. Just notice the soft belly on exhale breath. So when we want to build strength in the core, that means we have to contract the core. That means on the exhale, pull the belly in. On the inhale, release it. On the exhale, pull the belly in. On the inhale, release. On the exhale, pull the belly in. Pause. 1, 2. Inhale, release. And a final one, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out. Pause. 1, 2. Inhale, release. Return to normal breath. So you return to normal breath. So when we are building strength in the core, we have to contract. Also, for balance, we will be stretching core. So that will be a bit of focus today. But right now, we start. We start with lift the hands and spread those fingers wide and feel stretch. We release and pull the fingers down and feel the knuckles. We release for movement. Fingers moving down, thumb moving up. Then we'll pause, thumb in, fingers wrap, power squeeze, release, stretch, web. Pull down, claw. Beak, quack, 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 beak, and paw, thumb in, fingers wrap, power squeeze, release, stretch, web. Pull down, claw. So we're bringing movement into muscles, ligaments, tendons, bones, everything in the hands moving. Web, claw, beak, paw, and do one more on your own, and then bring the hands to rest. When you bring the hands to rest, check in with sensation, reaction. So what you're feeling is the energy in the hands, and that's from the movement, simply from movement. We want to bring that level of energy into the whole body. So we have to bring in the movement. Next up is shoulders, up, back, and down. It's an inhale on the lift, and an exhale back and down. Take it away. Your own pace. So you can vary the pace of this, make it faster or slower. It's an automatic inhale on the shrug up, and the exhale follows back and down. So now let's add a little contract on the exhale. Inhale up, pull the belly in, exhale down. On the inhale up, pull the belly in, exhale down. Inhale up, pull the belly in, exhale down, pause, 1, 2, inhale up, Exhale back and down, squeeze the breath out, pause on empty. 1, 2, and release back to play. One side and then the other. Discover. One side and then the other. Discover. Discover. Stay. When we shrug up and stay. Feel the complaining at the top of the shoulders? Yes. Roll back, press the elbows back. Press down, 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 and one more soft one, up, back, and down. When you're down, pause, relax, check in. Notice whatever's going on with sensation and with breath as we move the work up the line into the neck. We lift the chin. We tuck the chin. We're saying yes. We're saying yes. It's an inhale on the lift. It's an exhale on the tuck. Tuck. One more tuck. Pause, then release back to neutral. That was the yes. We come to the no. That is exhale side. Inhale, return. Exhale, other side. Inhale, return. Repeating your own pace. We're saying no. Saying no. Saying no. Saying no. Next time to the side, pause. Pull the chin in, press the hands down, feel a bit of extra work. Soften the hands, release the chin, and come back. Same, other side. Chin to the side, tuck it in, hands pressed down, feel it. Soften the hands, release the chin, and come back. Come back to center, check in with sensation and breath. Yes, no, and we come to the side stretch, the maybe so. That is ear to the shoulder, chin tips up, long, strong stretch, and return. And the ear to the shoulder, the chin tips up, long, strong stretch, and return. The maybe so. The maybe so. Side to side. Stretching, you can picture the vertebrae in the neck and they're stretching on the top side and contracting on the bottom side. Picture it. They're designed to move like this. Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. Slow it down. We notice a bit more when we're moving slowly. This time when the ear is down and the chin is tipped, stay and press the hand down to deepen the stretch, stretch, stretch. Soften the head. Come on back. Check it out, other side. Ear to the shoulder, chin tips up. Long, strong stretch, hand presses down, feel it. Soften the hand and come back. Come back to center. Close the eyes. Check in with sensation, reaction. As we move the work into the shoulders, into the back. So let's pick up the fingers and touch the shoulders and just play with movement, the tips of the elbows. I'm doing a giant figure 8, but play with it any way you like. The objective here, movement. So circling, circling, sweeping, figure 8, any kind of movement. So sometimes we do giant circles and sometimes we do baby circles, and we reverse it and do giant circles and back to baby circles, and just play, 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 and we will release and bring the hands up. So we're going to go exhale, fingers touch, elbows press. Inhale, open. Exhale, fingers touch, elbows press. Inhale, open. Exhale, fingers touch, elbows press. Inhale, open, stay. The next step, we will contract the belly on the exhale. So inhale here, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, touch, press, and open. Squeeze the breath out, pull the belly in, touch, press, and open. One more, squeeze the breath out, pull the belly in, touch, press, and open. Pause here, breath returns to normal pace. Let's bring the elbows down and up a couple times. Just feeling the extra stretch at the tops of the shoulders. Lots of ways to play with this work. Come back to center. We'll finish with the squeeze, touch up, squeeze, and pause 1, 2. So it's inhale in place. Exhale, fingers touch, elbows press, squeeze the breath out, pause, 1, 2, and open. Pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, touch, press, pause, 1, 2, and open. Final time, fingers touch, elbows press, squeeze the breath out, pause, 1, 2, and open. Release the breath. The breath will stay free now. We'll bring the fingers touch, bring the elbows press, and let's go up and down and open wide. Up, down, open wide. Up, down, open wide. Up, down, open wide. Stay, press, 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 release. Squeeze the breath out, press, and release. Squeeze the breath out, pause on empty, 1, 2, press, release, and release. Check back in. Check in with breath, sensation, reaction, sensation. We move through the core. So we're talking about the contracting the core and stretching the core as we move into the forward bend. Hands resting. So, let's just notice what happens through the core as you tuck the chin around the shoulders and round your way down, 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 down. On the inhale, come back up. Bring the hands to rest, pull the elbows back, lift, and it's a stretch through the core. Tucking, rounding is contracting the core. Lifting up, pulling the elbows back, it's stretching core. Tucking, rounding, contracting core. Lifting, elbows back, stretching core. Back down, contracting core, pause. Have a breath. So now we'll add the more, intensity to the contraction. Come back up. So start with a stretch, pull the elbows back and lift. Now pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, fold down. Come back up. Elbows back, come to the stretch, lift. Pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out. Down. Come back up. Elbows back, stretch, and release. Release, release, release. So we were bringing a lot of stretch to the core and some contract. So now we'll just come to that resting place of feet forward, arms relaxed, body relaxed, and we'll work a lot with the core as we go. Inhale up, exhale back, back, back. Inhale lift. Exhale back, back, back. This is all about the core. Make it your own as far as the pace, the intensity. This is a contraction, eccentric contraction, and when you come up, concentric contraction. Working the core. Working the core. Working the core. So this time let's come halfway back and stay. Open, open, open. See what you feel and where you feel it. And come back. Come all the way back and stay. And open, open, open. And come back. Come back to halfway. Come back to all the way. And release and relax and change out the legs. Bring up the arms. We'll come to one side. So we've been working with the front of the core. Now we're working with the front and the sides. Swing the arms to one side. And it's an exhale back and an inhale and return. Moving with your breath. Noticing the sides of the core moving into the front. Next time back, come halfway and stay. See what you feel and see where you feel it. Come all the way back and stay. Come halfway up and stay. Come all the way up and swing the arms around. Exhale back. Inhale, return. Working the sides of the core. Next time, just come halfway back and stay. See where the work is. Come all the way back and stay. See where the work is. Come halfway up and stay. Come all the way up and swing it back around and release and relax and open, open. Nothing going on here but relax. Fold in, relax. Whatever the breath is doing, just notice that. Recovering for sure. Recovering from the work. So whenever there's work, the breath gets heavy, and then the breath comes back to rest, and that's what we're looking at here. Breath coming back to rest. Okay, let's swap it out for a side. Hand on hand, shoulders rotate a bit. So, stretching the sides of the core. So all of that work before was contract. This is stretch. Final breath here and come back up to center and swap it out. Hand, hand, shoulders rotate, lean in. Lean in and just let it play out as you feel the stretch, where you feel it. Side of the back, into the hip, see what's true for you. Okay, we're releasing back up to seated, back up to center, bring the legs back, sit back. And now we bring the work into the legs. Strengthener here, so the hands can rest. I like to have one high and one low, so I feel the work in each place. And you know how this one will go. It's inhale, lift, exhale, extend, inhale, lift, exhale, down. So notice the core as you extend. It's work inside. Whether you're low, middle, or high, I like to play with it and do some of each. Notice the result. But with each extension, it's a power exhale that gives you that oomph. We're finishing with this one. And come back to rest. And now the hips stretch, so we'll pick up one leg, bring it over, bring it below or above, wherever it will go, and lean in. Lean in and feel the hips stretched. That's what this one's all about. We're releasing, changing sides, so release side one, pick up side two below or above, wherever it will go, and lean in. Feel the stretch, feel the yielding in the low back and hip. This is the muscle we're stretching here that lies on top of the sciatic nerve. And when this muscle is tight, it presses on the nerve and it causes pain. So here's the stretch for that muscle to release the tension on the sciatic nerve. Final breath here, and we will release, and we're coming to stand, so it's strong foot back, nose over toes, press, come up, and bring your chair around. Bring your chair around. So bring your chair around, we're doing standing back bend, forward bend, so the feet are a comfortable distance apart. And when we lean back, I want you to notice the stretch through the core. Stretch through the core. When we lean forward, we pull the belly in, soften the knees, and fold halfway. So inhale, lean back, stretch the core. Pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, contract the core. That's what this one's all about. Stretching the core, contracting the core. A couple more. And then we'll add to our pattern. Next time down, pause here and come back up. So we'll stretch the core. Now squeeze the breath out, pause, 1, 2. Inhale up, lean back, stretch the core. Pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause on empty. 1, 2. Lift up, lean back, stretch the core. Pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, pause on empty. 1, 2, and come back up to stillness. Come back up to rest. Check in with soft toes. Check in. Soft toes, soft knees, tailbone tucked for some. Extension through the crown, shoulders up, back, and down. Feel the breath. Feel the breath. So we're standing in mountain, solid and steady, strong and still. And we will release and move into spinal twist. So we'll leave the breath free in this one. It's swing, swing, soft knees, shoulders swing. So we are squeezing out the breath. This is also working, squeeze the core. Think of wringing out a towel. That's what we're doing here. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Let it die down. Let it die down and come back to mountain. And again, check in with toes, knees, tailbone tucked for some extension through the crown, shoulders up, back, and down. Feel the energy released from that twist. Feel the breath. And release. Release, come into a forward bend, soft knees, hands to the chair, arms to the chair. This is about a leg stretch. So just relax here and feel the stretch as you straighten one leg and then the other. Straighten one leg and then the other. The breath is free. Okay, come to a rest. Hands to the chair, hips back and down, down, down. Lift the hands away and stay. Okay, back to the stretch. One leg and then the other. And as we stay, contract the belly on the exhales. So it's exhale, squeeze the belly, inhale, release. Exhale, squeeze the belly in, inhale, release. Come back to rest. Come back to resting place. Again, hands to the chair, hips back and down, down, down. Lift the hands away and stay. And release. Hands to the chair, leg stretch here, breath free. Finishing with this forward bend, we will come back up and stand and bring the legs wide. Bring the legs wide. We're coming to the side stretch. And the breath will stay free as we lift on the inhale breath and tip to one side. Elbow bends, arm over, rib stretch here, feel it. Sweep the arm back. On the inhale, lift. Other side tip, keep the knees soft, elbow bends, up and over, rib stretch, and back. Lift on the inhale breath. We come for our stay, soft knees, tip to one side. Elbow bends, hand behind the head, elbow up and back. Keep the knees soft. And bring the arm back, look back, lift back. Other side tip, hand behind, elbow up and back. Bring the arm back, look back, lift back, and release, and release. We'll try our balance challenge. That is the one with one foot in front of the other. One foot in front of the other. Fixing your eyes on something that's not moving, so we call this holding focus. Holding focus, challenging balance. So the wobbles are the good news. It tells you that your whole body is reacting and changing. All the wobbles are corrections. Okay, let's change legs. So typically we start with our best leg first, but let's see if that's what was true for you. Okay, we will release the legs, release back. So we're using the chair, and we're going to be working with a stretch of the core. So I'm going to bring my inside foot forward and my outside foot way back. Inside foot forward, outside foot back. Now from here, I'm going to bend the knee and creep the toes forward so that I can always see the toes over the knee. I'm looking about squaring the hips. So the hips want to open out to relieve the tension here. We're going to square the hips a bit more. Okay, now tailbone tuck for some. So if that's makes sense in your body, tailbone tuck, do it, and bend that knee. We're going to feel stretch through the lower core. Stretch through the lower core as we bend the knee, bend the knee, bend the knee. Now we bring the stretch into the upper core by adding the arm. Adding the arm and stay. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, stay. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, stay. Inhale, lengthen. It's a bit of a back bend. Another breath or two. This is all about stretch. Okay. On the release, release the arm, release the front leg, release, relax, fold, relax. So that was a deep stretch to the core on that side. We'll apply the same to the other side. We'll come back up. Swap out the chair, swap out the leg. Foot forward, foot way back. Foot forward, foot way back. Check out the alignment, knee, ankle, toe. Seeing the toes, you can adjust the angle of the back heel. We're squaring hips and shoulders. Tailbone tuck for some. So try it out. See if that makes it deeper. As you bend that front knee, there's a stretch through the lower core. Stretch through the lower core. We add the arm. The stretch moves through the whole line of the core. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, stay. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, stay. Lengthen. It's a bit of a back bend. Stay. Deepening stretch. Stay. Final. And release. Soften. Fold. Relax. Check in with your breath. And so we'll release and bring the legs back. and find the back of the chair. So we'll have a bit more stretch if we step back, and fold from the hips, keep the knees soft. This is for relaxing. Feeling the breath, feeling the stretch. Arms, shoulders, back, hips, and legs. So while you're at it, in this forward bend, notice you can pull the belly in and contract the core. On the exhale, pull the belly in, contract the core. On the exhale, pull the belly in, contract the core. Pause, 1, 2, and release. One more, pull the belly in, squeeze the breath out, contract the core. Pause, 1, 2, release. Release, and step up closer to the chair. For step up closer to the chair, we're going to be working with building strength in the leg, the hip, and the low back by lifting and contracting. So here we go. Let's go. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Other side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Alternating sides. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Each lift is a contraction. The contraction is in the leg, in the hip, and in the low back. Contractions equal strengthening. Inhale up, exhale down. One more up, down, up, down, and now we'll come and stay, lift and stay, point and flex. We're holding contraction, low back, feel it, hip and leg, feel it. And release, bring it to rest. Check it out, other one, lift, stay, point and flex. Where do you feel the contraction most? Is it in the leg? Is it in the hip? Is it in the low back? Whatever's true for you. And we release, and again, stretch. Step back, and relax. Feel the breath. Release. Okay, let's do one more balance before we sit. So that's the one where we stand on one foot, lift the other. It can be behind, in front, or inside. And when you're ready, change sides. Behind, in front, or inside. And release, and let's sit down. Come on into the chair and sit down. Sit down and fold down. So, all the way down. Relax. So the breath is always telling you if that was work or not, so see what the breath is saying. So when we are pressing the hands up and peeling the spine up, we're doing this to strengthen the back. At the same time, there is stretch through the core. So we'll try to notice that today. And we also will be dropping back into our pattern of contracting the core on some of the exhales. Meanwhile, we watch the breath come back to rest. Arms alongside, palms facing back. So let's just start with the inhale, press the palms, peel up the ribs. Feel the stretch where you feel it, and exhale down. Do a couple more like that. Sweep back, press up, peel up, feel it, and exhale down. Sweep back, peel up, feel it. Where's the stretch? And exhale down. Pause and take a breath. So now we'll add some contraction to the core on the exhale. So inhale, hands press, peel up. Contract the core, exhale down. Inhale, hands press, peel up. Contract the core, exhale down. Inhale, press, peel up. Contract the core, exhale down, relax, breath free. So we'll add the final step to our pause on empty 1, 2. So let's try it. Hands press back, palms press up, peel up. Squeeze the breath out, come down, pause on empty. 1, 2. Inhale, press the hands, peel up. Exhale, squeeze the breath out, pause on empty. 1, 2. Final time, press up, peel up. Squeeze the breath out, pause on empty. 1, 2, and release the breath. And check in. So we come to our stay, the breath will remain free. Hands press up, palms press up. Bring one arm forward and stay. On the exhale, down and take a breath. And again, hands press up, palms press up, peel up, and other arm forward, stay. Final stretch, down. Feel the stretch in the back. Feel the core is relaxed. Let's bring the hands to the thighs and come back up to sit and plan for our spinal twist. So the feet are parallel, the knees are hip width apart. We bring a hand across, we bring the other hand behind now, lengthen on the inhale, and use the exhales. Use the exhales to gradually and gently deepen that twist. Sides of the core, feel it. Central core, feel it. Like wringing out a towel. That's what we're doing here with that muscle mass. Final breath, release the head forward. Release, hands, arms, shoulders, ribs, belly. Check it out, other side. Hand across, hand behind, lengthen, gradually and gently. Exhale breaths, deepen the twist, feeling the core. Release the head. Release, hands, arms, shoulders, ribs, belly back to center. And let's come back to a half forward bend and relax. Release, we'll come to sit. We're moving into our eye movements, so getting comfortable in the chair. Getting comfortable in the chair. Come into the body, close the eyes, check in. Check in, imagining that giant clock dial. So we exercise the eyes deep inside. We open to the 12 and make your way around. Making your way around the clock till you return to the 12. There, close, center, relax the eyes. Have a breath. We'll open again at the 12 and go the other way. Back to the 12 when you're there. Close, center, and relax the eyes. Have a breath. We open for a diagonal line of movement. We bring the eyes from the 10 to the 4. Back and forth. Feeling the exercise. Which eye do you feel it in the most? Pause, close, center. The other set. Open from the 2 to the 8, a few. And then again, pause, close, center. Focal point. Extend the arm, extend the thumb. So we're looking at the tip of the nose, focal point there. Looking at the tip of the thumb, and then far away, and back to the thumb, and back to the nose, and repeat, exercising deep inside the eyes. Okay, let's pause, close center, and release. Settling in the chair, make sure you're comfortable there. And we bring the palms together, rub and build up heat. Build up heat in the palms, press and rub. Rub and press, build it up. When you've got it, cup the palms over the eyes. Let the eyes warm, dark, soft, relax. Warm, dark, soft, relax. So we'll bring the fingertips to the center and stroke out to the temples. Bring the fingertips out to the temples with a light touch. Pause when you get to the temples. Draw the fingertips down the jawline and to the chin. And let the hands come to rest in the lap with the palms open. And again, if you need to get more comfortable in the chair, hands resting, palms open, eyes closed. Back to the breath, back to the breath. So on the exhale breath, bring the fingers gently in. On that inhale breath, just stay. On the exhale, let the fingers open. On the inhale, stay. Closing on the exhale. Staying on the inhale. Let's exhale, open. Inhale, stay. Exhale, close. Inhale, stay. Open on the exhale. Stay on the inhale. Exhale, close. Inhale, stay. Exhale, open, release movement, stay in stillness. Final breath here, lift the arms and open wide. Cross, pat yourself on the back for taking care for another day. Good job. Good job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.